A double shooting in southeast Portland. Police detained 8 teenagers after a 12-hour standoff. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us for KATU News at 4. I'm Deborah Knapp.
And I'm Steve Dunn. Officers shut down southeast 148th between Stark and Burnside for several hours during that standoff. Let's get right out to KATU's Emily Gersh live in southeast Portland with the story. You've been out there all day, Emily. Describe how this all played out.
Yes, Steve. Well, just after 1 this morning, police say shots were fired at a nearby 7-Eleven, and then the suspects ran to a nearby apartment building on this street. They say three people immediately complied and came out of the building, but it took police officers several more hours to detain another 5 people. Dozens of police units were called to a shooting at a 7-Eleven on Southeast 146th just before 1 a.m. Thursday. When officers arrived, they found 2 people shot, and both are being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. But that wasn't the end of it. Police say the suspects ran to an apartment building at 148th and Stark. Police remained on the scene for another 12 hours before they were able to detain a total of 8 kids involved in the violence. Meanwhile, anti-violence groups say the area is a known hotspot for crime and gang activity.
Really disheartening and sad that our youth continue to be impacted by gun violence and continues to get younger.
So far in June, there have been 62 shootings in the city. Year to date, more than 500. That includes 1 homicide this month and 38 to date. The numbers are trending lower than last year, but Lionel Irving with Love is Stronger says the violence needs to stop.
It's affecting our tax dollars. It's affecting the morale of our kids. It's affecting the social growth of our kids. It's affecting our community in a massive way.
Irving says the community needs to get involved to make a difference.
And the community is not showing up. And so I think that's one of the biggest missing links, and we have to hold our neighbors accountable. These are our kids.
Bretto Jackson, director of Leaders Become Legends, agrees, saying early intervention is key, and so is building positive communities and having conversations about mental health.
But you actually got these people who don't have any identity, so they're going to adapt to the block, the street, the corner, the park, their clique, their set, their homeboys. That's their family. And so we're not replacing that with something else that's as tangible as that. We got a long way to go.
And 3 weeks ago, the mayor announced a plan to curb gun violence over the summer months. It involves a partnership between the city, police, and grassroots organizations with the goal of getting ahead of gun violence. We're live in Southeast Portland tonight. Emily Gersh, KATU News.